Hey everybody, I just wanted to point out that Junior is carrying my purse. Anyway, that's loud. So I don't have any children, but I just learned recently that ordering a Happy Meal is kind of like buying a car. I went up there and I got one for my niece and I said, I'll take a chicken nugget Happy Meal. And they said 4 or 6 piece, ranch or honey mustard, fries or apple slices, a boy toy or a girl toy. And I was like, hang on, do you have a lease option on this thing? I also never knew why horror films are populated by small children sometimes until my niece turned 5. She has this Linda Blair-esque way of doing things now, usually mundane tasks. She's like, I'm gonna brush my teeth now. She's a little girl. Last night she said, can you get me that glass? And I went, that glass? She goes, that glass. And I went, I can't reach it. And then she ate my soul, I think. I think she gets her badass behavior from my sister. Here's the difference between her and I. We look like sisters. She's a couple years older than I am. She's also 15 pounds lighter than I am, so she's actually really skinny. And she also has better social skills than I do. So one night there was a scorpion on the floor, and I screamed like a little girl and jumped to the highest place possible. She just got out of the shower, only had a towel on, and killed it with her bare foot. We moved to Las Vegas several years ago, and we had 2 giant trucks full of garbage, family heirlooms, and she single-handedly emptied her truck and then looked at me and said, and I got winded after lifting a box. So that's the difference between us. So I've been trying to live up to her expectations for many years now, since I was a fetus, actually. When she was in the womb, she was like dancing and kicking and doing her superhuman moves, and my mom's like, that's the sign of a healthy fetus. When I was in the womb, nothing. She's Jewish, my mom, so of course she said to me many years later, I thought you were dead in there. I wasn't. So she races to the doctor, and she has to listen to my heartbeat, and the doctor has her do this, and it's a very vigorous heartbeat, a very healthy heartbeat, something that a mother could be proud of. And she's just like, eh. So she looks to the doctor and she says, there has to be something wrong. And he turns to her and goes, Mrs. Rothstein, you have a lazy fetus. So I'm not good at taking care of things. And one of my coworkers says to me, hey, you want a cat? And I said, sure. And he brings this little kitten to work, and it's like this big. So I didn't have a pet carrier, so I swaddled it in my sweater, and I put her in my lap, and on the way home, I'm thinking everything's going all right, but then she starts screaming, and then her eyes roll into the back of her head, and she passes out. And I'm thinking, I've only gone a half a block and already I've killed this cat. And then it hit me. She crapped in my sweater. I decided to keep her though. And I brought her home, but apparently this pooping in my lap thing, she pooped herself, probably needed a poopulence. This was very traumatic for her, so every time she climbed into the litter box, she would scream. And I speak cat, and she was basically saying, "What's coming out of my ass?" So I thought, wouldn't this be a great thing to do in public restrooms? So I went into some 5-star restaurants, and I closed the bathroom door, and I waited. And then I said, "What's coming out of my ass?" I'm single. Thanks, everyone.
Sorry, baby.